If you want to communicate the value of design to your non-designer colleagues, then setting up KPIs can help you overcome that. KPIs has been a useful tool in the product and marketing world for a long time, but designers still struggle in defining KPIs and understanding. Let's talk about how to choose the correct KPIs for your design project. The first is, make sure you are not tracking a vanity metric. A vanity metric is a number that looks good and feels great but doesn't contribute to the business goals or success. The two of the common example of vanity metric are the likes on social media and the time spent on a web page. Both of these looks good and feels like success. Fewer likes on your social media post doesn't mean that your post is bad or it's not valuable. More time spent on the page doesn't mean that people actually like to spend time on the page. So if you're stuck and not sure about the KPIs and feel what you're tracking might be a vanity metric, just ask the question, how would achieving this metric help us with the roadmap? A roadmap is nothing but a set of goals that a company want to achieve in a certain amount of time. Another way to choose the right metric is to understand if you are measuring quality or quantity. Let's take the previous example where you have to increase the signups of the page. For this problem, you would have to count the number of people who are signing up currently and the amount of people who will sign up after you have redesigned this page. So number of signups here will be a quantitative metric. An example of a qualitative KPI is something called an NPS. NPS or Net Promoter Score is a single survey question that helps measure customer satisfaction on a scale of 0 to 10. If you have ever come across a question from a product or a service that goes by on a scale of 0 to 10, how likely would you recommend our product or services to your friends and family? Then that's an NPS question. To improve the NPS, you would have to really understand why customers are giving you low ratings, what's wrong with your product or services, and how can you improve that. And a qualitative KPI like NPS doesn't improve in a day or two. And even after doing both of these, if you're still not sure whether you're tracking the right KPI or not, there's still an ace left in our deck. You can ask the question to your team or your stakeholders, how will we measure the success of this project? So that's been it, squad.